Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's episode. Today is the 15th of February 2023. The current time is 8:53. And yesterday, sorry, I was not able to share a live video as I was caught up in a couple of other work areas, so I did not got the required time to come live. And I actually started trading around after 12:30. Did made couple of some losses, and then was able to capture some move, and then I just closed the system as was again had other commitments, prior commitments. So okay, so what's in store for today? What are the things which I'm looking at? So first of all, we are in a sort of a balanced range. So what I mean by that is still there are sellers around the top, buyers around the bottom. And yesterday was the first time wherein a sort of a double distribution sort of a profile, or someone would call it a B shape. So this is an important day, a shape or a profile for me, because first of all, we are having a lot of events happening, and second is we have a single print, and this is where the shorts, so basically there are trapped shorts from 41 I think 600 to 41. So I'll get into the nitty gritty granularity, but this is a 100-point range wherein the sellers are trapped from the market profile chart perspective. Okay, so a bigger range, yes, and there are still supply present. So there are strong sellers in this range of 42,000 to 41,800, this 200-point range. And now the buying activity, or where the buyers will again come in is 41,200, 41,000 and 4,800. So this 200-point range is the areas where again buyers can come in, and they so that's what I'm looking at now. What's the game plan, what I'm looking at? So I'll get some clarity from the pre-open data, but overall inventory is long. Looking at the yesterday's price action, we had a good short covering move, and that really kicked out the weak shorts. So there were stop loss orders here, which got triggered. Liquidity was found it, and then why. So one of the reasons I was looking at this trade, this was at the when this up move happened, and I was actually looking for continuation higher, which did not happen, and it just fell down. So again, I'm seeing supply at 41,800. I'll go to the next chart on the volume profile. This is a market profile chart on the spot. So I'm using market profile on the spot, and I use volume profile on the futures, because the spot chart does not give you the volume data. And and second is it's not traded. Second thing is on the right, if you see, this is the zone where a supply is present. So this gave me an additional clues that supply, just confirming the data point. So this entire zone is where the sellers have came in, and this was also mean reversion trade. So algos would have kicked in here, and they will be trying to take the price around 41,500 levels. Yeah, so very interesting day yesterday. Today, today's game plan is we should have continuation. That is the overall the plan for me today. If we don't get continuation, then I'm expecting a choppy market, a range bound market, and then my trade plan will be to buy puts at high, exit the puts, and buy calls at low, and and as the price reaches higher, again I sell those calls and again buy puts. So a choppy range is what I'm seeing, and overall I'm looking at 41,600 to 41,500. So from the pre-open data, so the time is 8:58. We will be getting in the next 9 minutes the data, but yeah, we'll quickly look at it. But overall the inventory is long. That's what I'm currently looking or understanding. That's what my understanding is from the data points which has come up. Second is, so I'm also started sharing this. So this is the volume profile chart, and this I'm trying to understand is I'm trying to gauge, where the supply is present. So what I mean by supply is basically this is a delta chart, so these are the zones, which I look at, where these are the zones I'm expecting some sellers to kick in, and what I mean by that is, so if price reaches here, I'm looking for responsive sellers, so basically I'm looking for this reaction. And if price reaches here, then I'm looking for responsive buying. So I will not consider this as reversal zones, but these is the overall behavior which I'm expecting. If this behavior happens, then I'll be taking a call, or I'll go long here. If this behavior happens on the upper side, I'll be taking a short. So that's that's the overall a very clear trade plan which I'm looking at. And today being Wednesday, a lot of theta decay, premium erosion will be happening. So just take care of the overall your, and so today I'll be keeping my stop loss is pretty tight, and I'll be seeing that if I can manage my risk better today. Okay. So overall, we are still in this zone, which I shared in the previous chart. This is that zone, and what I'm seeing is, so there is an HVN here, and this is at 41,600 level. This is that 41,600 level where I'm seeing this particular HVN. So, and also there is an HVN here. So this is the zone where again trapped buyers are there, but yeah, that's fine. So we'll be getting some more clarity with the pre-open data in the next 7 minutes. But these are where the cost basis of the buyers, and I'm expecting if the HVNs get tagged, then we might see a sort of a reversal, and do we see continuation to the higher side. Okay. Yes. So since last 2 days, what we had is wish wash, or I would call it typical washing machine move. So we went down day before yesterday, and then when we went up yesterday. Similar pattern is seen, we went down, we went up, then again we just developed sideways, and again we are going down, we are going up, we are going down, and we are going up. Yeah. So this is a range bound market, and practice in this choppiness, because these are the days where, so it's very easy to make money, in trending market, if the price is going higher or if the price is going lower, but the odds of getting such type of is about just about, I would say, you will get such days maybe one per week, or maybe max 4 to 5 days in a month. Yeah. So I'm not saying this is a wrong strategy. If you want to focus just on this, yes, you can just trade this 4 to 5 days. You will get less number of trades, but yes, you will be able to manage your risk proper. Choppiness is what I'm currently practicing, and I'm currently working my trade plan around it, is because these are about 90% of the days, or even 95% of the days are choppiness, and this you will find in each and every market every day. So this will be about 16 to 18 days in a row which you can get. So if you are able to develop this skill, and if you are able to play it smartly with proper risk management, yes, this can also be a good range. If you start playing ranges, you will make even more compared to the trending days. So what you can do is, on trending days, you can have so my trade plan is pretty simple. I have a 1% rule. If I get 1%, I'm fine. And next day is, what I do is I use this, so my previous day's profit as a risk, and see if I'm able to basically capture one more 1%. So I'll do this for 5 days, and for the next week is where I will have a 5% profit, or 5% which I can take a risk. So that's where I run some experiments, try to play the chop, try to play the trend, reversals, and all that stuff. So so I'm pretty clear, and you should have such sort of clarity in terms of why you are trading, why you are entering, what's your trade plan. Okay. So yeah, so that so I'm currently for the straddle, or the option sellers, These are the zones. So here you can sell calls or about this. So you can start selling calls from 41,800 to 42,500. Good levels here, and also here 40,000 to 40,800 to 40,200. So these is a bigger range, and you can get good you can capture good theta decay today. And if still it's chopping, then you'll be able to capture some good number of points. Okay, coming to intraday, my reference is on the top is this zone. This is where I'm seeing supply, and from the bottom is this zone 41,200 and 41,800. Yeah, so this is a 500 point range. Again, we are back, and we are still trading in the previous week's range. So these are the areas of interest for me today, which I'll be looking at. So let me just check. Okay, first let me go back to the market profile chart, and let me just check the what's the option data telling me. So from the option data, okay, so good inventory of calls on the top. So 42,000 has a good number of inventories. Yesterday we did had some short covering move, and still inventory did got added. 41,500 is the level of equilibrium. So today again you need to see this level, whether it acts as support, or if we see the pre-open. And second thing is we have this yesterday I got a query about B shape, right? So what do you mean by B shape? So B shape is pretty easy. So basically those are nothing but two distributions, wherein it is broken by a single print. So if you want to trade intraday, you have to first look at where the price is opening today. Is it opening in the lower balance, or is it opening in the upper balance? If the price is opening in the upper balance, then you have to see what the reaction, and do we see the price getting accepted in the single print, accepted or getting rejected. If it is getting rejected, those are good signs, where you can initiate a trade with a tight stop loss with the first target of the current high, or of this particular high at around 41,700, or 41,700 levels, and then expects a continuation towards the 42,000. Now odds are less, we might see, because yesterday already we got some short covering, but you can never say, but you have to be prepared. So so that's the trade plan if the price opens in the upper distribution. What if the price opens in the lower distribution? Then if it opens in the lower distribution, the 41,500, we should see some rejection. And if we have this sort of reaction, then you can have a short with the first target of the time point of control, the market profile time of control. And second is the liquidity which is present around 41,200. Yeah, so those are the two again two clear plans, and it coincides, or there's a correlation with my high level plan of hitting the liquidity, or hitting the stops at 41,800, and hitting the stops around 41,200. Yeah, so so the time is 9:06. Let me just open the pre-open. I'll first look at the option data just to get some more clarity in terms of where the change in OI and it is happening. Okay, so first of all, calls have exited the system. Parallelly, puts have increased, so puts have been added in the system. Okay, so the inventory of call, and if you see, this is a good zone, 41,500 level. The reason is 1,12,000 contracts, or the calls had exited, and parallelly a low 5,000 inventory was overall created. Okay, so the pre-open data is out, but yeah, overall I'm seeing the calls have been squeezed, the shorts have been squeezed, and some number of put positions have been created. Okay, so I'll just delete all this. I'll go back to the pre-open data, and let's see where the price is opening. Okay, in the meantime, it's not yet updated here. Okay, 41,674, 41,674. So we are opening above 41,674. Okay. So we are opening above previous day's close. So the inventory is now long. Okay. So the pre-open data, sorry for the bad handwriting. I'm still practicing with my tab, pen tab. But the pre-open inventory is long. Then, my areas of interest shifts to 41,700 and 41,718. So these are the zones where I'm expecting. So do we get, I'm expecting this move, and if we do we get this reaction, or do we get back into the previous range? Based on that, I'll be looking at, and I'll be taking the trades. Second thing is, if I look at the order flow chart, there are a good number of trapped buyers and trapped sellers. Let me just zoom in. Okay, so if you see, this is the zone of where buyers are present, and below it is where sellers are trapped. Upper, at 40, this is where again the buyers are trapped. So I'm expecting some selling here, and we have got a poor high. Based on the order flow chart, there is still some buying and selling happening here. So overall, I'm bullish, I'm long. But still, I won't be taking any trades. I'll just wait for the market to settle. And once I have the clarity, then, but, overall, I'm expecting the price to go up, hit the liquidity, and see whether we come back, or, whether we continue, whether we see continuation. As I shared, continuation, is the play for me today. If I don't get any continuation, then I'll be looking whether it comes back within the previous day high, and then I'll be looking for a reversal and a retracement, and then I'll be taking a short trade, keeping the target of the single prints, because lower areas is where I see a lot of buyers are already present, and yeah, so I'm just waiting whether we get retest or whether we get continuation. Yeah, so that's the overall trade plan which I have today. And so the time is 9:10. Here is the clock. If you are not aware, here is the clock, and yeah, let's see how the price opens. So this is the overall my trade plan, and how I'm thinking and how I'm planning to do. So we'll just look at the open. We'll just analyze the open. Sorry for that. We'll just analyze the open and see, so I'll just be on mute and see. I think cat is there in the house. So yeah, just give me, I'll just check it. Okay. Parallelly, so I think we are having an eventful day, or eventful week. So what I mean by that is, let me just hide this. Yesterday we had some news coming out about the Fed speech, interest rate, and we also had our Indian CPI numbers, the inflation numbers, WPI. Sorry, not so US at CPI we had weighted price index, or the inflation numbers. Today also in US there is some sales numbers are going to come out, manufacturing is going to come out, plus I believe today the crude numbers are also going to come out. So this entire week is pretty eventful. Yeah, also jobless claims are going to come out tomorrow, so today and tomorrow. And yes, so that's I'm also looking at the Dow Jones, and it's pretty negative. So I'm, even though with the negativity we are opening flat, but the inventory is still long, and let's see how the overall price develops. But yes, the Dow Jones is flat, I mean negative, Nikkei is negative, Hang Seng is negative, dollar index is increasing, USD is increasing, VIX is slightly increased, CL is increased, so not a good sign. Gold is also a bit flat. But yeah, I want it to be below $1,800. Currently it's at 1860. But yeah, So that's fine. Let me just close this. And yeah, so this is also another chart with all the bells and whistles, so don't get confused. My eyes are trained, so that's why I'm just sharing you or showing you a very simple chart. Okay, so we'll see in the next 2 minutes how the price opens, and on the left is where I'm looking to see. But yeah, so this is what I'm looking at. So I'll just note the pre-open numbers and see, and I'll just put it in my journal. Time is 9:13. The pre-open data. So remove option chain. Pre-open is 41,648. Sorry, it's 41,674 plus 26, 0.06%. Okay, I'll just close this. I'll also close this. I'll also close this. And yeah, so this is the chart. So first is 41,600 to observe. Inventory is long. Pre-open is long. Pre-open data is also long. So yeah, next 10 seconds will open. So let's see. The reason why I'm not trading is I just want to see the reaction. Okay, so if you see the reaction, we are expecting continuation to the higher, but it came back to the single print zone. So good responsive selling is happening. I'll just delete this. So now, that was the reason why, because, you get biased, but you first have to observe the reaction. So this is where I'm expecting responsive buying. Yes, the single print zone has been tagged, but still we are seeing supply coming in. The sellers here are protecting their positions. A good wish wash effect is going on. Also, we are developing below 41,600. 41,600 was the level which I have just noted in my journal, and yes, it is. So now I'm seeing for continuation to the lower side. So for me is so this is the zone where the buyers have came in. The retest has happened from the order flow chart, confirming with that data. So if you see, there are no orders here. So first of all, let all those orders. So these are all unfinished auctions, right? So let those gaps or unfinished auctions be cleared. Let the market settle, for the moment. So now I'm seeing continuation, and 41,600 on the futures is what I'm looking at, and see, because the supply is currently being absorbed at this level. But yes, so 41,600 is where supply is coming in. So if the price moves above, and if it retraces, and if it's spending some time, and if price is accepted, so now based on the data, the supply is absorbed. Now I'm expecting a short covering move. We are back in the range. But yeah, let's see. So we should see some responsive buying at 41,600. We are above 41,600. And then, we should clear the upper stops. So let's see what happens. So let all these unfinished auctions get cleared. I think this was again a seller which came in. Now okay, I did something. Yeah. Okay, what is happening? Why my charts are... I don't know what the hell is happening. Okay, I think Go Charting has updated its library, so that's why. So I believe what I need to do is, yeah, but we are seeing some sort of continuation. So sellers have, so now the buyers are trapped. So I was looking for responsive buying here at 41,600. Let me just hide the trapped inventory. Yeah, so we are below. So now I'm looking for lower development now, but some sort of buying activity is seen. Okay. Okay, I'll check with Go charting, guys, but there are some, I'm not, so once I move, so if I'm moving this, nothing is going, so nothing is going back, but if I move, okay, but if I think I need to go to layers and yeah, figure that out. So these are all the layers now. Which is this rectangle? Oh man, this is going to take a lot of time. Sorry for that. So some technical issues are going on. So the cluster is fine. Okay, so I'll delete this. Okay, I'll delete this, and now I'm looking for this and this. Let me just hit save. So price is accepted above 41,600, but pressure is getting built up. Okay, now it's again back. Okay, so some technical difficulty, sorry for that. I'll just check with Go Charting's team, and yeah, so thank you again. Let's see, so expect now, that was the reason why I did not took any trades. We found supply lower, sorry, we found supply shutting off lower, buyers coming back, kicking in, and now I'm expecting upward continuation. So yeah, I'll be looking at the order flow numbers, and I'll be taking those trades. So thank you again. Hope you had some learning day today, and I'll catch you soon. So thank you. Take care. Bye.